Папаин телефон. Какой нервный, все такой нерв. Nej, det är riktigt.
Men där ser
Aha.
som
Okej, minibild. Mini.
titta där.
Det är mini-prototyp som går ut. Det är mini. Это миниатюра этого корабля. Много туристов.
Poi quello che dice di quello lì doveva c'era quello.
The era of the great era of Sweden and Finland.
Jag såg lite färg. Inte gå iväg.
We can go.
333 years underwater and 98% original. How come? Come here.
På engelska. 96% original. Har vi kostat henne?
This is the exhibition. This is salty water. This is not Stockholm. Stockholm has Baltic Sea. We have brackish water. We have only 70,000 of salt. We have sweet water almost. A little bit brackish it is. Huh? So no shipwrecks, no terrain or navaris eating the wood and the water are existing. It's a little mussel everywhere in the world. It exists. It's a mussel, it's a worm eating wood. But that's the private researcher back in the 1950s called Anders Franzen, who know that if we would find her, we read documents from the king, it was written since the 17th century here, and if we would find her with a core sampler, she must be in a good condition. Everyone was laughing at him. It was my neighbor down in the fishing village. I come from Dalarö, Haninge, yeah? So I know him very well. So I started to work here in 1986 as a guide. Because of him, he told me, I was working in the ironist shop in Dalarö, and he said, "Oh, you're talking so much, I think you could be a guide for don't work in the ironist shop." And I said, "Oh yeah, like 20 years old." And then he sent me here to the Wasa Museum, and I started to work here in the Wasa. So this was my baby here, my home for 23 years I worked here. So I know him, Anders Franzen, he made this, the core sampler. And here is his rowing boat in Stockholm Harbor. He rowed around in the 50s, trying to find this big ship. Suddenly one day, 1956, in the end of the core center there, with Black Oak number 5, Stockholm. Boom! And then he had his good friend, the diver, Harry Edwin. He's leaning there over his divers. Yeah, you can see this guy. Oh man, he was a dirty guy. I was 20, I was sitting in the guide desk here. He came, he was smelling alcohol. We were so afraid of him, the girls, guide girls. But it was interesting to hear his stories about the diving excursions. And he had a lot of stories, and he was also having jokes under the belt. So, but I learned a lot from him. Here he is, Harry Edwin, and Anders Franzen. They together were smart. He had his guys doing the military diving duty, 18-year boys, and the exam. And Anders Franzen here, he was the private researcher. He worked in the Royal School of Technology in Stockholm, so that was his hobby, what he did here in the 50s. You know also Naturbolaget, the hoisting the trees. Take a look here, you can walk around here. This is a private tour for the hockey players here to come. And the other ones had to listen to the Wasa guides. I'm a private guide, my private gang. Yes, yes, please.
It was only 20 minutes. It
Yes.
only went 100 meters.
Yes.
How did they not know where it was?
Yeah, because they cut off the mast very early, and it was a big shame. In the 17th century, the king forbid everyone to talk about this big shit. So that was why they like forgot it. You know, they tried to forget it. They cut off the mast. They were cracking off the lower part of the mast. Here they were laying in the mud beside the ship. So they found the masts in the mud. Here is the wreck, and then don't talk about it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
30 years after, we wanted to go down to get up the guns. And then they did that, and I show you how a little bit later in the exhibition over there. But after the guns, the cannons were taking up, she lost her importance. She looked like this after 333 years underwater. That's my answer. And Anders Fransen, everyone thought he was crazy. What is he doing there? Huh? What is he doing there? Excuse me, are you in my group?
Un pie. Sí, un pie. Una cuadra, un pie. Un nivel.
Enorm. Просто огромное все. Просто огромное.